U.S. Association for Human Rights of Nepalese Indigenous.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We welcome United Nations and its member states' effort to enhance participation of indigenous peoples and their representative institutions at all levels of the United Nations. Any effort by the United Nations and its member states for enhancing participation of indigenous peoples within the UN system and within the states be in line with the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, Articles 3, 5, 18, 19, 20, 32, 33, 39, 41, and 42, to make it adequate, effective, de jure, and de facto representation of indigenous peoples at all levels of decision making is necessary. Concerning the venues of participation, we reiterate that indigenous peoples should be able to participate at the United Nations at all levels, including the General Assembly with a permanent observer status, its subsidiary bodies, that is boards, commissions, committees, councils, and panels, and working groups, specialized agencies, treaty monitoring bodies, and others, and also conferences convened by the General Assembly. We are also of the view that though participation in the General Assembly remains centered on member states of the United Nations as well, albeit to a lesser degree, non-member states and entities and organizations having received a standing invitation to participate as observers in the sessions and the work of the General Assembly. There is not one singular resolution setting out the forms of participation for observers in the General Assembly. Hence, we are also view that as indigenous peoples are unique, a new and unique category for indigenous peoples' participation in the General Assembly should be established. Though other UN fora are independent, we support the view that General Assembly should request UN Human Rights Council, ECOSOC, UN programs, funds, and specialized agencies and treaty monitoring bodies to enhance participation of indigenous representative institutions. We further emphasize that where there are offices of the UN and its specialized agencies and programs at the regional, for example, Asia region, and country level, for example, in Nepal, indigenous peoples of the region and country should be able to participate at all levels in those regional and country offices and its programs. We are emphasizing this because if we just make decisions about at the theoretical level, and we are not concerned at the ground level how it is being implemented, all the decisions made at the top will be meaningless and not so much useful for the people who are living on the ground. So we endorse the view that indigenous people's participation at the United Nations should not in any way undermine existing unique procedures permitting the participation of indigenous people's organization in the Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues, Expert Mechanism on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, and the UN Voluntary Fund for Indigenous Peoples. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Horche.
I would like to thank the distinguished representative of the Lawyers Association for Human Rights of Nepalese Indigenous. And now I would give the floor to the distinguished representative of the Russian Federation.
Спасибо, уважаемые господа советники, за организацию данного